when the government has been changed in Poland, they immediately started to violate the women's rights. To me, embroidery started to be a political action. So it was very natural to go on the street and to use the tool what I know the best, to use it for activism. I'm supporting the values what are important to me.
Per lottare e far sentire la voce di chi non viene mai ascoltato o ascoltato, alle volte basta davvero poco. Un ago, un filo e un pezzo di tessuto. Ciao, sono Melissa Aglietti e insieme a VD stiamo andando in Polonia, precisamente a Cracovia, dove incontreremo Monika Drożyńska, che è un'artista visiva, un'attivista e una ricamatrice. Ma com'è che si riesce a rendere l'arte delle nostre nonne, cioè il ricamo, una forma potente di protesta? Lo andremo a scoprire insieme a lei.
I'm Monika Drożyńska. I'm a visual artist, activist, and in my art practice and in my activist practice, I use the hand-on embroidery on the fabric. This action is a part of my urban embroidery project, which is the placing embroidery in the public spaces, rewriting mostly vandalism from the walls. So this is like giving back the phrases what has been taken from the public spaces before in the embroidery. To me, embroidery in the public spaces started to be a political action. We are in my studio. Here are my pieces, the art pieces, what I'm working myself, but I also have here embroidery banners, which has been made in cooperation with Hands of Gold collective and other people who were joining the protest for women's rights. I have started embroidery in 2007 when I was working on some social engaged project. When here in Poland the politic got to be tougher, when the right-wing Liberal Party won the election and when the law has been changed. So it was very natural to go on the street and to use the tool what I know the best, to use it for activism. First embroidery I made when I was going to the protest with my son, and I was looking for a textile in a public spaces which is available to me for embroidery. I take this textile out of his head and I made, it was some encouraging to protest slogan, and I made embroidery there. So that's how it started. This middle one was the first one what we made. It was 2016. It was the first women march here in Poland. Think, feel, decide. We choose this together. This is a very popular slogan here according to reproductive rights. So I feel, I think, I decide, because this is my body, my choice. Embroidery for me is a writing tool. I consider myself as a writer. So like people are writing with a pen or they use computer, so I write down with a needle and thread. This upper one, that was designed especially for this 8th March women's strike. And we were making this for a month. So there was people gathering together and work on it. Okay. I'm supporting the values what are important to me. Like when I'm fighting, it's like also fighting against myself. So it's very difficult to continuing this kind of attitude for your activity. So I consider myself a supporter, not a fighter. This one, it says here secular state, and this one is connected with Polish history because we are often fighting here for secular state because church after the 1989 is involved in the politics, especially this one involved in the women's rights. And the reason is because the abortion was easily accessed and illegal in the communism time before 1989, but it has been changed when the system got changed, and especially in 2004 when the Pope supported the EU access and was encouraging Polish people to vote for referendum to join the EU. But the deal was the women's rights back then.
Świeckie państwo! Świeckie państwo!
What scares me the most, what's happening in Poland? I guess that the violence against people, that scares me the most. And I guess that also the growing fascists scares me a lot. This one, it means that fascism, communism and Catholicism, that's like a part of the one of totalitarian system here because of the violating women's rights. In my art practice, I don't consider embroidery as a feminine technique. I consider it as a tool taking out of the church, priests, kings and queens, not taking back to the people, but something what we've been taking from them, stole from authorities, and to use as a manifestation tool. Now it was like already 8 years, so my art has been changed since the time when this protest of the women's right has started, and also, you know, back in this 2016, when the government has been changed in Poland, they immediately started to violate the women's rights, like straight on. That's why we've been fighting so much. And the main problem with the system is that you got used to it. So on the very beginning you start to fight, people are going out on the streets, and then the authorities, they keep you so long on the street that the people start to be tired, and the people start to think that it's not working anymore.